Two-pointer technique is very important technique for any kind of the interviews. So hey everyone, my name is Ankur Upadhyay and welcome to the Ankur Code. This is the last video on the two-pointer, and in the later videos we are going to learn about the greedy, suffix, prefix and many more. And in this video we are going to solve one easy and one medium level question, and you can try the other one by yourself. If you have any doubt, any questions, you can ask me in the comments. So let's get started. First, we have to understand the question clearly, otherwise only God knows how to solve it. So we have a phrase is a palindrome if after converting all the uppercase letter into the lowercase letter and removing all the non-alphanumeric characters, it reads the same forward and backward alphanumeric characters include letters and numbers, give a string as written true if is a palindrome or false otherwise. So we have a string after removing all the alphanumeric numbers or the special characters, we can, and after moving capital to the small, if we check the phrase, if it is a palindrome we will return the true, otherwise we will return the false. So what is palindrome? We already know that from the left to right or right to left, or we reverse the string or word, so that will be the same. So that's the palindrome. Then how can we solve it? Let's take a very simple example. So how can we use the two pointer, and what is two pointer, and how we identify there is a two pointer technique? So how can we identify that is a palindrome? So if starting and ending position are the same, this position is the same and this is the same, if we reverse it, that will be the palindrome. If we make any change, like this is the I and then A and I is not the same, that will not be a palindrome. So that's how we can understand this is the two pointer technique. And what is the two pointer technique? You can assume that this is the number of people who are standing in a queue, and we have two more peoples, one start from the left, one start from the right, and they are moving forward till they are not clash each other, means I is not less than or cross the j. So that's the two pointer technique. In all of the cases mostly we are using this. And what question says, like all the we are not going to use the any special characters. So let's see how can we write a code for this. So I'm writing the code here. If okay, so whenever we use the two pointer, the simple thing is says we have to use the two pointers first take in the code. So this is our code, and we have used the and because it's an last pointer we have to point the last, and so how can we identify s dot length -1, because there is a indexing start from the 0. Right now I is always be less than to j. We have to remove the special character as well. So how can we remove the special character? First I should be less than to j. I will tell you that why I am using this again. And there is a method in a character dot is letter or digit. So we have to make it not. So if this is not the letter or the digit, we can enter at I. Okay, so we close it and we close it. If this is not the case, we will increment the counter, which is means it will not start comparing until there is a special means if there is a special character it will move forward. Okay, and now we are doing the same for the j as well. So we are going to use for the j as well. And how we move forward dj, by decrement it. Now we have a condition if I and j are this similar, because this is a capital and this is small. So there is a function called character dot to lower case. It will make a lowercase character. So where we have the character s dot character at I, it should be not equals to for the j. Okay, so let's use it as it is. That means we have to return false, and every time we will increment the I pointer and decrement the j pointer. So first we have I and j. It will check this is a special character, yes, so it will increment it. Then it will check from the j, this is the special character, no, so it will check is this I and j are the same after converting the lowercase. So yes, that's it. So it will increment I and j. Okay, and at the last we will return the true, and now it will only d is left, so we are not going to check it for, because I always should be assigned to j. So if I is incremented to here, so that means this condition is, it will out of loop and it will return true. Or let me check if there is a I here. Now in this case what it's going to do, I is 2 and j is 4. Now it will check is it the not same, yes, so it will return the false, it will not go into any step. Okay, now why we use I into j, because we are already using it. Okay, now there is a case we all have these special characters like this. So if our check that there is a special character, okay, this is a special character and it will move to the forward. So it can be a index out of bound. So that's why we use, and same for the j. Okay, let me use this code into our this solution. Now let me check. Okay, we need one character as well. Now let me run this, and you can see this is expected result, and let's embed it. Now the answer is true. Okay, now move to the next question, to a medium level. And in this question I am not going to read the full question, you can read by yourself. So there is a sorted array and we have a target, and we have to find two elements that exactly same with the target, like 2 and 7 which is 9, and 4 and 2 which is 6. Okay, so how we know that there is a 2 pointer apply? Because there is array sorted and we have to identify the sum of the two numbers. So we know that already that this is how 2 pointers work. So let's start the work. First we start from this pointer, and if we are going to use the 2 pointer, we just write first this code. If we know that this is a 2 pointer dot length -1 while I is less than 2 j, and that's how we started, because one pointer start from there, one start from there. Okay, we incremented 15 plus 2, how much is 17. If it is a greater than, then we will move the right pointer, otherwise we will move to the move the left pointer. So we will find the sum first. So numbers of I plus numbers of j, if they are exactly same, in sum is equals to the target, we will return the result. So what is the result? We need an array of result, and we know that there is a two sum, so that should be the size of 2. Okay, and we have to return the numbers. So like there is a 1 and 2, and there is a +1 because array start from the 0. So what we can do is this is a starting pointer and this is a ending pointer I and j. So in the result of 0 we have the I +1, and the second pointer we have the j +1. Okay, and we will return the result because we find the result, we don't need to move forward. If this is not the case and sum is less than to the target, so we will, because this is a sorted list, so because the small elements from the left side and the greater values in the right side. So if sum is small, so we have to move the left side, so which is I, and otherwise we will decrement the j if the target is sum is greater than the target, so we will reduce the target. Okay, at the last we will return the result. Let's see, and this make sure that there is a result in this question that says there is always be a result, so we always get the result. Okay, let's submit it, and you can see how easy it is, and you can try by yourself by the other 2 questions. So that's all for today. Thank you for this video and have a great day. If you have any doubts, any question, you can ask me in the comments. Thank you so much.